I'm James Swartz, managing attorney at Swartz & Swartz. So there are a few things in life more devastating than the loss of a loved one. And of course, that loss can be even more devastating if we're talking about a child. The law does provide avenues to seek justice when a child is lost due to the negligence of somebody else. So what is considered to be a wrongful death action? It's really any civil lawsuit that's brought due to someone else's negligence that causes someone to suffer severe injuries and ultimately death. A wrongful death lawsuit is a civil matter, and that's important to understand the difference between civil and criminal. In a civil matter, the remedy is compensation. And so when you seek the assistance of an attorney, that attorney will advise you on your rights and avenues to seek justice and compensation for your loss. Another important aspect to remember about civil lawsuits, and particularly wrongful death claims, is that all states have a time frame in which you can bring such a lawsuit, that is, file a claim in court. Oftentimes, that time is 3 years from the date of injury or date of death. However, it's important that you speak with your attorney about the specific facts in your case, because every state has different rules about the statute of limitations period or the time frame in which you can file a lawsuit. During an incredibly tragic time, such as the loss of a child, of course, the last thing you or any family member would want to think about would be collection of evidence, medical records, and the like. But that's why having an experienced attorney involved is critically important. So what are some of the common causes of a wrongful death of a child? There are many different types of cases that can be brought and that are brought depending on the circumstances of the case. So for example, there might be a product defect that causes severe injuries and the death of a child. Medical malpractice is another category. Also fires, falls, automobile accidents, and pedestrian accidents, among many others. The loss of a child, of course, leads to a profound sense of grief and loss. The law provides certain recoverable compensation in such claims. That compensation includes medical bills, pain and suffering, and loss of companionship, or loss of society, as the law sometimes calls it. Of course, there's no amount of money in the world that will bring back the loss of a child. However, the law does provide for certain compensation and relief, including seeking justice when somebody else has been responsible for your loss. If you have questions about the loss of a child in a wrongful death lawsuit, contact Swartz & Swartz.